There we go. Everything's starting to trickle in. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Friday night stream with the Stylus League. I'm here with Mike and Danny. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well.
Good. How are you, my friend?
Good. Lovely week. I'm happy that I get to spend some time with the family, probably watch some movies. Danny, your week was good?
Week was excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Mike, your week was pretty good?
My week was hectic, but it's a good thing. So
Nice.
Better to be busy than not. Yeah.
Yes,
All
indeed.
right. So like we normally do in our streams, we're going to start the stream with giving a recap of what the guys worked on since our last stream, and we'll start with Danny.
So I worked a bit on the character this week, and this week wasn't as hectic as last week, so I was able to carve out a little bit of time every day, which was great and fun. We've been putting up, time-lapse videos of our progress. So this video on my screen right now shows like where we left off last time, where I spent most of the time just sort of doodling and coming up with ideas. And this was the sort of sketch. And then just going through and sort of fleshing out forms in this time lapse. And starting to construct some of the hard surface. Most of the hard surface I worked on in Maya. I think this video will show some of that. So like the guns and stuff I blocked out here in ZBrush, and then dropped my temporary model here into Maya. At the end of the last stream, when I was sort of setting up the environment for rendering, this is really what that's for, right? So now I can drop my character in and have a predictable, the environment that he's going to be rendered in for sort of doing simple look development is all set up now. So I'll just be able to sort of work on the sculpt, and every once in a while when I'm done working, I can just go ahead and drop him right in and just sort of take a look at him in Arnold and sort of see how he's doing. And then the last little time lapse here is going through and constructing some of the legs. So I could do this with ZModeler. I'm still a little faster with doing it in Maya, and since I have access to Maya, I'll do it in what fashion I'm fastest. So just sort of blocking out the basic forms of the legs, and I got through the thigh and found a shape language that I liked in the thigh, and I was like, all right, cool, that question is answered. And now I need to go through and answer that same question for the butt and for the spine and all the other mechanical bits. So this is sort of where I'm starting at this week.
Cool. Mike, where you at this week?
My dog ate it. It was done. It was done, and my dog ate the whole. No, I didn't get a chance. Unlike Danny, I did not get a chance to work on mine at all this week. I've been.
But you got a good reason. You have a good reason on why the dog ate your homework.
I do have a good reason. So I'm working on a number of projects, you guys. Bradley knows, Danny knows, because I won't shut up about it. But so I got like these NFT hip hop card sets that are coming out, and it's kind of a big scopy type deal. I actually have a DJ friend of mine who used to be down with Digital Underground. He's a Bay Area rapper. He's in the studio right now recording a title track for the cards, for my icon cards right now. We got Super Dave West, who is De La Soul's producer, DJ, and
for those who may not know, are the icon cards available to be seen just yet, or are you still working on them?
So yes. I have a teaser link that I can put up so that you can see them. Let's see. I'll just type it in real quick. But I've been working on that, and also gonna get the Anti-Venom out tomorrow. So
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. So for everybody who has pre-ordered, see if that link works. That should work. I hope. But for everybody who has pre-ordered the Anti-Venom tutorial video and been patient, I've been working hard on the edits. Like the editing is the hard part, not the damn tutorial. So a lot of that. But what I decided to do with this guy, since I kind of left off where I had it last session, is I want him to be more stylized, I think. So if you look at my screen here, I have my Iron Fist and Misty Knight that I was working on from the whole what was it called? Harlem. What was it called, Danny? The all these guys were from Hell's Kitchen, like the Hell's Kitchen crew.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to use as a base. I have and I'm going to redo this guy here, but I do have the base mesh for Danny Rand, and kind of like I did with the saggy pants hip hop guy last time, I turned him into Lion-O. I'm going to do that with this guy for my Arthur from Goblins and Ghosts, or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah.
Okay.
Ghosts and Ghouls and Ghosts. Yeah. Yep.
All right. So pencils.
Mark
up,
Page.
guys.
Mark Page. Shout out to Mark Page.
Yes, indeed. I don't like that guy though. Told you he was a bully. Stole my lunch.
Nice.
I don't. For some reason, I don't believe that.
Calling me fat? Damn.
No, I'm just saying. That's not what I. That's not what said. That's not what I said.
Nice.
Like you
man,
could be extra. You could be extra violent. I don't know. You seem.
There you go.
You one of them NY cats. It can get kind of froggy.
No.
All right, Bradley, I
no
got a question for you guys. I'm gonna interrupt you real quick. Bradley,
Go.
are you supposed to tell us something so we can actually get started? What's up?
He just did it.
Say pencils. I said pencils up.
God, I can't even.
It's
I
all right.
can't even focus. I can't focus.
It's okay. We
Give
know
you a
you
big
don't
thumbs
know
up.
what today is.
I'm gonna give you a big thumbs up in the comments, Brad. Big thumbs up.
Yikes.
Mike Page says, "Danny, forgive me. You need to find some forgiveness in your heart, Danny." But
I guess it was just traumatic. You know what I'm saying? It was traumatic. It's all right though. I'm working on
content
me.
coming out this week too. News and updates in our world.
So, dude, I had an epic struggle, Danny. Did Bradley tell you about? So at first I didn't really care about this thing. Now I have to have it, just because I can't get it.
I think I did it. I think I did it to you though.
What thing?
Oh, Bradley, you do the honors, and then I'll tell him about my saga to try to get one.
So he finally broke down, and he wanted a very fancy paperweight, unlike his Iron Man. So he bought a Mac Mini, M1
boy.
Mac Mini, so he can put his Iron Man on top of. All right.
Listen. Let me tell you something. At first, I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm buying this thing because I have compact discs and DVDs that I can't read anymore. So I need a Mac. So let me get the cheapest Mac I can get. And then Brad put me onto this M1 Mini. And let me tell you something. This thing is like pound for pound taking out Mac Pros, and like this $600, $700 machine is knocking out $15,000 Mac Pros. Just so I was like, yo, I got to get this thing. So bought it on Amazon. My dumbass bought the wrong SKU. I got the one with 8 gigabytes, and it's soldered to the board, so you need 16. And so Brad's like, no, you did it wrong, dude. You did it wrong. You need the other one. I was like, oh, okay. So returned it, went back to Amazon, saw the more expensive one, ordered that. That's also 8. So we did some detective work today and found out that Apple realized this was such a good deal, they murdered the 16 gigabyte version. So I had to.
You can't buy it anywhere.
You can't buy it anywhere. Brad he found one for me.
Yeah, why? I don't understand Apple at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've had the debate with so many Mac heads over the years that are into the stuff that we're into, like art wise, and it's not as bad as it used to be. There was a time when it would be like, hey, the new ZBrush is coming out, or the new version of Maya is coming out, or whatever, and the Mac would release so far after that I would just be like, yeah, like the Mac version would come out like 2 months later or something like that, and I'd be like, yeah, it's not worth it for me to have that wait. And you know, now it's like not as bad, but I still feel like bang for your buck. It's just not. I don't know. It's not for me. I don't want to offend anybody. But
I used to be a Mac guy before I was a PC guy. Like I had Macs for most of my professional career, and then I built my first PC like 5 years ago, and I haven't looked back since. But I gotta tell you, I saw some reviews about just what this thing could do as far as video editing and everything.
yeah,
And it's crazy. It's like a little tiny machine, but it's powerful as hell, dude. So
nice.
it's like for $800, I was like, yeah, I'll try that.
You
know?
Especially if you're gonna be, I think for in particular where it's most powerful, like encoding and rendering, not like like video encoding stuff like that. So if you're gonna make a lot of video content, it's for $800, you can't beat it. Oh, you reading the comments? Like,
yeah,
never.
no, not that. No, that's I'm reading the one like what is a compact disc? It sounds like ancient technology.
Blurred Gaming said, "What is a compact disc?" It sounds like ancient technology.
Yeah. Hey, listen, back in my day, that was the joint.
Do they still like sell music on CDs? Still, like, do they still come on CDs?
So I'm gonna tell you a story. I had so many CDs with so many artists on them, and when I had to bounce from my old situation, I was like, I can either try to figure out how to put 200 discs in some type of a thing to carry with me with the jackets and all that.
That or big folio joint. Oh my god.
Yeah. I was like, let me just bounce, man. I just left them there. So now my kids look at these things and they're just puzzled the same way, that the gaming network does. Like, what is this thing?
Oof. That's crazy.
Fun.
Brad, I think the music's dropping up.
Danny, you still there? Am I still here?
I am. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you too. I can't hear any music though.
I can't hear music, and I can't hear Bradley.
Yeah, I can't hear Bradley either.
Right,
Bradley, did you leave us?
Finish a late shift at work. UK time, back tomorrow. Need some shut-eye. All right, man. Thanks for stopping in, bro.
Enjoy. Get that sleep. Is ZBrush be in your dreams and Mudbox in your nightmares? No, sorry, go ahead.
I see Marcat is still awake, despite all that you've heard.
What's up, Marcat?
Okay, I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so small technical glitch on our end. On my end, something happened with the internet, but I'm back. Sorry about that. I'll fix the music now.
No worries.
Always messing up our fun.
Nobody
Didn't
wants
you just
to hear...
wake up to the real world a few minutes ago?
Me?
You just woke up from the real world. Like, you've been disconnected all week. All right, don't be coming out of your cave snapping at me.
Oh my goodness.
Man,
right?
Sounds
That's
crazy.
how you do.
Fighting in public.
I know. You airing laundry and dirty laundry in public.
I was gonna say, what CD I held on to, like, well longer than I should, because I just love this CD, and it's very southern of me, but it was Ludacris back for the first time. Original CD.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Chicken and Beer.
Chicken and Beer was the one.
Chicken and Beer was the one. Dude.
Chicken and Beer was the one. Hi, my name's Ludacris. What? That's the one.
Yeah.
Luda will never get the credit he rightfully deserves.
We agree there. There's a lot of dudes from down south. Well, so I will admit, I was a New York hip hop snob for many years. If it didn't come out of the tri-state area, I didn't want any parts of it. Minus just the shock and awe of like a 10-year-old me listening to NWA. If it wasn't from New York, I didn't want it. And when I finally got off my high horse and started listening to a lot of people from down south and out west, man, people like Ludacris blew my mind.
Yeah, that album was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And he messed around and did Fast and the Furious, and what's he doing now?
Cashing checks.
Cashing checks, yep. Those Hollywood checks are different.
What are you doing in Maya, Danny?
I'm doing some hard surface on the legs. So I'm just basically replicating the procedure that I use for the upper leg to try to construct some lower legs. So I tried to start out with just basic, like from the profile, just like 2 cylinders, cut away parts of them and then bridge between them just to get the silhouette, and then start cutting into them and doing extrudes to get the little interior parts here. I could definitely do it in ZBrush. I'm just faster doing it here, I think.
You know, probably one of my next models, I'll play around with some hard surface and box cutter in Blender to see.
Yeah, that's going to be, yeah, for sure. That's going to be the most efficient out of all of these, I think. Seeing the speed at which people are generating things with that is incredible. But sadly, I have not learned it yet.
You know what? I'm glad, because we can learn it all together.
Nice. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have like box cutter stream.
Yeah.
And then later we're gonna do the Care Bear stare.
Care Bear stare. Thing ring, do your thing. Yeah, and you know what? Maybe we can even get
Jerry on there.
Get Jerry on there. How about that?
Oh,
if we get Jerry, then we got to do the Jer Bear stare.
Jer Bear stare. For real. Nicely done, Danny.
Thank you, sir. Man, so guys, one of the highlights of my week, right? My oldest daughter is home from college for the summer. She actually was able to attend this year. She goes to SUNY Geneseo, and thankfully made it home safe and sound. And she's inheriting my old car. So this summer, I'm teaching her how to drive. So it's actually been really nice this last like week and a half, going out with her just about every day, and getting a little like alone time and watching her just be terrified behind the wheel. It's kind of great.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. That was a real highlight of the week right there.
I used to hate learning how to drive with my dad, because it was like everything was life or death. Like if like this, like he would think of the most idiotic things that could possibly happen that could have happened if I didn't do X. And I'm like, this is not a Michael Bay movie, all right? That would not happen. No one's over the median. We're not going over the edge. Calm down.
Nice.
But you said that to him? You said that to your dad?
No, exactly. Not at all.
But you said it, right? But you said it.
You said it. That's what you said, right?
No, I'm from the South. Butt whippings are not outlawed or looked frowned upon.
No, they're encouraged.
You love your kid when you don't use an object.
Nice.
My son got his license this week, so
nice.
Yeah, man, I officially added him to the insurance, and he is now driving the truck. So, uh,
Yeah, when you start adding them to the insurance, that's a painful thing right there.
it is. So this is, well, no, I'm gonna keep it on the low. It was less than I expected, and
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it at that because
That's good.
That's
yeah,
good.
I thought it was gonna be worse.
Blur Gaming Network says, "Man, I'm 35 and my mom still be telling me to slow down."
Nice.
Mark, we're not confident in Blender, but we're trying to find some steady ground.
Yeah, we'll get there.
That's smart, Mike. So you're going to build the armor on your base mesh.
Yeah, I figured, why not? Danny got me shook over here. That's the one great thing about Stylus League, man. You get a fire lit under your behind real quick if you slacken. So.
Oh man, listen, we're all gonna have weeks where we're busy and doing stuff and all that. So it's like this week was nice because it was like, work. So like I can't say much about like work or the stuff I'm working on or whatever. I'll just say this: the team I'm getting to work with right now for this particular project, man, I couldn't ask to work. It sounds corny to say I couldn't ask to work with better people or a better team or anything like that. Like this is such a good group, and that trickles down into your day to day sometimes, where it's like, okay, cool, this is a known. I know what I need to do here, so there's not going to be a whole lot of gotchas. So you can actually budget your time. You know what I mean? So like this week has been good in that respect for me. Now watch next week. They ask for something crazy. So, but so far so good with this group.
Like all that love I was giving you guys last week, I take all that back.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of good movie trailers came out this week too.
Oh, really? Did they really? Good trailers? Really? Which ones?
Name one.
Which ones are you? Name one.
Which
one?
What's the name of that one? I don't want to say it wrong.
The one that you were just telling me about?
Yes.
Please say it the way you said it to me.
No. Not on this stream. Gunpowder milkshake. That one was really good. Trailer. It looks like a John Wick with very very powerful women in charge.
Wait, Danny, how do you say it wrong? I missed it. I came in the sound check late, you guys.
Yeah, it doesn't even. Why we gotta go over it? Maybe you should. Maybe if you come to sound
maybe
check.
Don't be late next. Maybe don't be late next time. Sound check.
Listen, I'm gonna say it. Are you all right with me saying it?
I can't control you. You're bigger than me. You'll take my lunch.
All right, guys. So Bradley said no. No, I think it was an innocent mistake. You couldn't think of the name, but I understand your trepidation, and I echo it. Yeah. I echo it. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to, after the show is over, I'm going to totally find out what
Yes, for sure. It's more tame than you think, but it's just funny.
Nice.
Oh, also today we're going to release some of our time lapse that Danny showed at the beginning of the stream on our YouTube page. So look forward to seeing some of that, so you can see some of the detail that he did throughout the week.
Yep.
And watch it and just go, yeah, you did that wrong. Why'd you do that way, dummy?
Like, it would have been faster if you would have did this.
I will tell you, as I've been editing the video for this Anti-Venom, I'm looking at it like, this is not the most efficient way to do anything. And then I re-record. Then I'm like, I got to re-record this part. So,
It's funny.
it's been a journey.
Mark Page says, Danny, killing that design. Mike, love your stuff, and I got my pre-order in. Peace, y'all.
Thank you, man.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Oh, yep. Oh, he's not leaving. What do you mean? Peace, y'all. Oh, did he leave?
Maybe.
Usually, you know where I'm from. When you say peace, y'all, you're like walking out of the party. You're gone.
I think
Stop
that's
trying to act like you go to parties.
I don't. Then they're like peace, y'all, and then my girl might be with him. I don't know.
Damn. Damn.
And it's like I didn't need her anyway.
Thanks, guy. You did me a favor.
My mom says she was holding me back.
Yikes.
Right.
Hey,
Well,
here's
they're in
a
the corner next week.
if anybody is using Maya, here's a cool little Maya thing real quick. So I need to scale this edge along this axis here. So you can manually, right, if you hit insert, then you can like move the axis around or rotate it or whatever. If you hit insert and I hold alt and click on an edge, it'll align to that edge. If I hold control, it'll orient to that edge. So then now I can take all of these and sort of just scale them up like that. So you do that a few times. And if you do it, so like right now, if I take this edge and I do a mesh tool slide edge, the like sort of little bracket edges here getting closest, it's okay if they're bent a little bit, but if I insert another row in here and then take this edge and do that same thing again, so insert, and then now I can align it to this again, or actually, sorry, hold control and orient it to this. So align will move it and snap it, but if you hold control and do it, it'll just do that. So like you can get nice clean edges, because when I'm going to do these cuts for the interior pieces, I need the borders to be pretty straight. So instead of having them be bent like that. So if you use Maya, that's a cool little thing that you probably already know, but maybe not.
Everybody's probably messing with Unreal Engine 5 right now.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact.
So, Mike, while you were away, Unreal Epic did a presentation and showed Unreal Engine 5 and had a lot of cool stuff in there. And actually, the early access is available on the Epic store to mess around with that. So it was really cool.
Wow.
I was talking to a couple of friends of mine at a animation studio that shall not be named, but we were talking about how there's like all of this rush for animation studios to get into technology that's originally created for games. And that's, to me, that's great, because it means we're going to see like a collapsing of tool sets. But what I don't think people quite realize, like the analogy I'll use is like if you drive a SUV, you might fantasize about driving a sports car, but it's going to be a different experience, right? So you have to adjust to the new experience. So like I see a lot of film people like, hey, we really want to use these game tools for efficiency, but the game tools are all made to work in a way that film studios don't typically work. So like in a lot of film studios, I make the model, someone else makes the textures, someone else makes the rig, someone else makes, but like game stuff is geared towards asset building, right? So part of building that asset is you make the model and the textures and whatever as like a person, a single person usually. So I'm interested to see what happens with all this stuff and if game studios start to collapse roles as a result of migrating this technology into their day-to-day. So I'm interested to see what happens, which I think is, for the current state of tools, smart. I think that's the smart way to go. Start collapsing down roles, but it's going to be interesting.
You know, I never watched Friends, and they said that there's this like reunion thing on HBO Max.
Yeah, I've never seen a single episode of Friends.
I have not either. So Bradley, you excited about that? Are you?
You know, I just want to understand what people like. You know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be closed-minded. You know.
Nice.
One day I might watch The Office.
I have seen that.
My daughter has seen every episode of The Office like 10 times.
Yep.
So apparently,
have you guys ever seen The Good Place?
I have. I watched the first.
The Good Place was good.
Yeah, I loved that show.
The first couple seasons of that.
Yeah. If you haven't seen The Good Place and you're looking for a show to watch, watch all the way through the first season.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like all the way through the first season. At times it's going to be like, where is this going? Watch all the way through the first season. I'm liking this music tonight.
Relaxing.
So Disney's doing a live action movie of Bambi.
Oh, finally.
Bam.
Finally. This is what I've been waiting for my entire life. When sign me up, dude.
And Hercules, Robin Hood, and The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
So
Hercules live action could be fun.
Let me tell you something. I watched the Hercules live action last night. I was actually editing until like 4 a.m, and I needed a break. So I went to HBO Max and was looking for something to watch. They had
The Rock in it?
No money. It's the one with who's the guy that was the Hulk? It was Lou Ferrigno. Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, you mean the old Hercules?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And you know what? Amazing. Like there are certain movies that are so like incredibly horrible that they're fantastic. That movie is the one, dude. I'm telling you.
That's how I feel about the Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan movie. So cool.
Oh, how dare you!
Like Crom. When that guy says peace and walks away, you hear the lamentation of your women.
I don't like how they did. I can't remember anybody's name. James Earl Jones in that movie, though. That wasn't cool.
I mean, he like cut his like mom's head off in front of him though, and then made him turn that big ass wheel.
Hey, listen, he got a hell of a workout. You know what I'm saying? So,
Crom was just looking out.
Yeah.
All right, when I show up at your door knocking, like, hey, can I tell you about my Lord and Savior Crom? I hope you answer.
When if you can guarantee me that I can spin a wheel for I don't know, like 4 or 5 years and get diesel like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I might listen to what you have to say.
Oh no.
But you have, Mike, generationally. That's why we don't age.
Whoa.
That's why we don't age. That's why we don't age. We don't age. I don't understand. That's facts.
She got crazy super fast. She got crazy super fast.
Dropping knowledge.
Super fast.
Hey,
Yo, can I get a bean pie? Can I get a bean pie, my brother?
You need to Google Jimmy the Greek before you start. Because yeah, that was wild.
Done it so long, it was passed down generation to generation. That's why we good.
Man, tripling down.
Oh, you know what? What game I bought earlier this week, and it was a complete waste of money.
Oh boy.
Biomutant.
Oh, I could have told you that. The trailer looked dope, but when I saw the gameplay, I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Did you happen to look at the credits?
No, I didn't look at the credits.
I worked on that. I was lead character or something.
No, you weren't.
No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Every once in a while, you get me, but not
gameplay and design are two different things. Okay.
Fact.
All right.
I want to see if I can make you feel bad. Listen, to whoever worked on that game, shout out to you. Don't listen to these jokers. You did a good job.
Design was great. That's why I bought it.
No,
it was everything else.
Yeah,
it looks great.
It looks good.
It looks great.
I got a question for the audience that I've been meaning to ask for the audience and for you guys. So hey, if you guys are out there, give us your answer if you can. What's the weirdest game you like? Because I got some doozies.
You guys have an answer off the top?
I got a few, but I'm interested to see what you guys think first. I have questions, so I don't want to.
Like a guilty pleasure game that you.
I mean, it could be guilty pleasure. It could just be, you know what, this is what I like. You know what I mean? So I still to this day play some weird stuff, and even going back to like when I was a kid, like I played some weird games that I actually enjoyed.
Now, I played some dope games that became very weird. Remember Metal Gear Solid, where dude was running around holding his stuff with no clothes on? He had to like cover himself up and run around the whole ship.
Yeah.
Right?
Before he turned into a ninja, cyber ninja.
I don't remember that because I was like anti-Nintendo.
No.
Okay. That was PlayStation.
That was PlayStation, man.
Oh, I was late to that party too. I'm the worst.
Metal Gear.
So my game that I always buy and never really complete are Dark Souls games. I buy them, every last one of them. They come out, I buy them. I have a dream of one day finishing one.
How far did you get?
In Dark Souls 3, probably maybe 45% through in Dark Souls 3.
It looks so good that I'm like, yo, I want that game. But I just know it's been such a long time since I played a game that is really challenging. That I was like, I'm not gonna have the patience for this, dude.
Yeah, but then I'm like, you know what? I gotta have mental health. I can't keep doing this to myself.
Yeah, I've heard that those games are hard as hell.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, all games used to be hard like that. Like this one that this joint that I'm working on now was infuriating.
Oh yeah. I just figured it out, Mike. You got a fetish.
Yeah.
You were playing Metal Gear. He was running around in his underwear holding his junk. As soon as this dude gets hit by a bat or something, what does he do? He jumps around in his underwear and he's holding his junk.
Second, I don't like that at all.
I don't know, man. Hey, listen, I'm not here to shame you, dude. Love who you love, bro. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna talk after the show.
I
thought you were gonna relate that to my personal life. Like, yeah, you like things. You like.
Whoa.
No. I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, you like being in situations that are impossible.
Whoa. Damn.
And then I'd be like, yeah, that's a little too close to home. Either way,
no, you like you like running around in your underwear in your real life. It's all good. Whatever you're into, bro.
Who doesn't?
That's a fact, actually.
Yeah,
You ever seen that show, The Goldbergs?
not yet.
No.
It's a show where like the dad runs around, like he's like stereotypical like sitcom dad,
Mm-hmm.
and he's always running around in his underwear, like at home or whatever. And that's what I'm gonna be as soon as my kids get out the goddamn house.
Oh,
Pardon
dude,
my
I gotta
French.
give it to Mike Epps and Wanda Sykes. The Upshaws, dope.
I haven't seen it.
It's
You know what
dope.
I saw that is it's interesting. Y'all seen the new Mike Epps joint on Netflix with Wanda
Yeah,
Sykes?
the Upshaw. Yeah,
That's what he was just saying.
this
Oh wait,
man.
well, I thought you said. Didn't you? You said no. You said. Did you just say that? Oh.
He did, literally.
For everyone on here, Mike has this thing. Whenever he hears my voice, he doesn't hear it, but he hears it. He does it all the time. Does
That
it
was
all
pretty
the
good.
time. Does it
You
all
know
the
what
pretty
else is good? You know what else is good? The Upshaws.
time.
That's also
It's
good.
like
I gotta get in on this and be like, oh, for real? I hadn't heard that. Like, just
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start doing that to Mike.
all right. So let's see. What are some of the
We have a few minutes, and we're gonna do what's good. 4 minutes.
nobody answered. Oh, that's whack.
Everyone-
Oh, the game.
Everyone's watching and
The game
playing
one.
and playing with Unreal Engine. That's what they're doing right
Nice.
now. That's what we're competing right now.
I'll tell you some of my weird ones that I currently still play that are really fun. If you're looking for like a fun set of games, I like these games. Peggle is one by PopCap Games, right? People
love
that
that
made
game.
Plants vs. Zombies. I love Peggle. We play. I have sitting back here behind me. There's a little wrestling belt hanging back there, and that's what my family affectionately refers to as championship belt. And we play games like Peggle and all of that, and whoever wins, they get the belt. So I'm the current belt holder right now. And another one that I play with my youngest daughter is Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher, if you've never heard of it, is a game where you collect the poop of fictional animals to cash them in for money. I am not lying to you. It is.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
It is. It's a very weird game, but the mechanics of that game are addictive. It's actually like you just want to see how much money you can make and what schemes you can come up with to do stuff. So it's a very weird game, but I highly recommend it if you're looking for a time waster.
I'm feeling some kind of way about you putting Peggle in the weird game category. I thought that was a cool game. I like that.
Ah, okay, cool. I one of my group chats with dudes I used to work with at one of the game companies I was at. One of them is a friend with me on PlayStation, and he just hit me up one day like, "Oh, I see what you're into," and it was just a screenshot of like your friends playing Peggle, and then they all continue to roast me. So I just have like a complex about it, I guess.
So, Mike, how's that Iron Man settling into its new home?
Yeah, you get it all assembled.
Hey, we didn't need to see it again. All right, we know what it looked like. All right, we know what it looks like.
I found a home for it. I got it right here on my desk. All good.
Like if somebody comes in the house, they'll leave the 32-inch Cintiq there and they'll grab the Iron Man. It's like, yeah, this is more valuable than that.
They can try.
And Stanley Mike Thompson in the house.
You can have my Iron Man when you pry it from my cold dead hands.
Damn.
No, for real though, I'll give it to you. You can have it.
Like, oh, you real with yours? Okay, just take everything. I'll be in the bathroom.
Yeah, you have all
You
this,
everything.
son.
Yeah, all of it. I'm in the bathroom. Let me know if you need help.
You need me to put that in your car for you? Okay, I got you.
All right, it's time for what's good. Who's
All
going
right, you wanna
first
go?
tonight?
Wanna go first, Mike?
Yeah, I'll go first. All right. So for me, what's good? I'm gonna do a little shameless plug-in, and I will be talking about my anti-venom video that the tutorial that I'm releasing. I went through
When are you
and
releasing that?
releasing this tomorrow, son.
Tomorrow.
It's coming out
So anyone who
tomorrow.
buys it tonight could look forward to getting it tomorrow.
That's correct. That's
Thanks.
correct.
Awesome.
And in fact, since I have been taking longer than I expected to come out with this thing, if you buy it tonight, I will even honor that pre-order thing where I throw in a digital art print
Awesome.
that I'm gonna do.
Dang.
Yeah, the paint over. So one thing that I learned while I was doing this, like I was trying to figure out how to get efficient with mine, right? So what I did was I was like, okay, what I want to do is I want to be able to not talk all the time, right? Be able to play some music. So I set it up so that you can, maybe you're not into the music that's playing in the background, right? Or you're in a position where you don't want to hear all that, but you want to watch the part where I'm talking about it. I have a little icon in the lower left-hand corner that while the music is playing, I don't know if you guys can see it, it pulsates.
Yep.
So you can mute, and the music while it's playing, you'll see that icon kind of flashing down in the lower left-hand corner. And then when it is when I'm done playing the music and I start talking, let's see if I can get to one of those parts, it disappears. So you don't have to worry about, like, now I'm talking on this part and you don't see the thing. So yeah, that was one thing that I thought would be cool, because sometimes you're not really trying to hear a whole bunch of music, but you want to hear the talky parts, or vice versa. So yeah, that's what's good for me, and that's coming out tomorrow. Finally, to everyone who has pre-ordered, and I have a lot of pre-orders. Shout out to y'all for the support, and I appreciate you. So that's it.
That's awesome. Nice. Well, as someone who pre-ordered, I can't wait to check that.
Nice, thank you. Man.
Yeah. So I have two things for what's good. The first one is this week, since we're doing video games. If you played the first Horizon Zero Dawn, or if you haven't, it's now free, so you can play it. They're definitely drug dealering you. First one's free. Tell your friends, because
what platform? What platform?
I'm not sure. It might be on PC, but y'all can do that homework yourself. Just Google free Horizon Zero Dawn. It may be on Xbox. Xbox. Sorry, no, PlayStation. PlayStation. Free. But the first one is free, and the second one, they just revealed. They do these things called State of Play at PlayStation, and I'm not sure if I can actually play this, so I won't. But long story short, you get to see some really, really beautiful footage. Make sure you don't do what I'm doing, where you got it at 360 potato. Go up to whatever the highest kage is, and man, there's some beautiful stuff in this game. I cannot wait to play this game. So that's the first thing. Second thing, all three of us are fans of hip hop, and J. Cole's Applying Pressure documentary. I've been meaning to do this for a couple of weeks. It's a 12-minute documentary on YouTube, 12 and a half minute. And it's just called Applying Pressure. If you are an artist of any kind that doesn't mind hearing motivational stuff, there's some good stuff in there about work ethic and all that kind of stuff that I think will resonate with people regardless of what kind of music you like or whatever. So those are my what's goods for today.
Bradley,
so
you have what's good?
I have a great what's good. So anyone who has a current copy of ZBrush, you get to see a great image of Stylus League's Mike's Lionel that loads up on your ZBrush when you load. So I'd like to I like to believe that if it wasn't for the Stylus League, that Lionel wouldn't be there, and ZBrush wouldn't be able to sell additional licenses. So
There it is.
shout out to Stylus League and Mike Lionel making that that cover. It's amazing.
Nice.
Thank you. Was the Stylus League prominent in the image, Brad?
Not even. It was behind the. It was behind the buy ZBrush button. Like it was like right there. Like I think if I looked through it, it was there.
But to be fair, those images do link to a thread on ZBrush Central, right? So in the thread, that buy ZBrush won't be there. So if anybody follows it back, right, they'll see the image.
Your homework.
There it is.
I still got to look up this game that Mike's working on. I've never seen it.
That was a fun one. It was a fun but frustrating game.
It's crazy because now I want it again. Like now that I'm looking at this, they did a remaster.
Yeah.
And it looks amazing. So yeah, I want that.
They just re-released a new version of Oddworld as well, like Soulstorm or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know about Just, but it's maybe been around for a minute. But it looks really cool, and I downloaded it already. So I told myself I can't play it till after this is done. Yeah.
Okay. It's on. You got it on PC?
On PS5.
Oh, you got a PS5? You didn't say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna be my friend on there, Mike?
I don't have a PS5. I have. I'm done. I think. I buy games and I don't play them. So
wait till that God of War comes out.
You know what's crazy is I got the latest God of War and I was just blown away.
Don't you say that mess up. I was gonna say that. In this friendship, bro.
Oh,
yeah,
not at all.
I'm about to kick you from the stream.
Honey, listen, no, I never that. No, it's beautiful. It's amazing. And but I got to the fight with the dude who I mistakenly thought was Loki, where he ends up getting kicked through a damn mountain, and I was like, this shit is the most epic thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I haven't played it since then. Same thing with the Miles Morales game. Like I love that game. Got to like the second or third suit, and I haven't played it since.
Yeah, I finished both of those joints.
Yeah, Mike. That's like you only played like 2 minutes after the opening credits, man.
Yeah, I know. So listen, this is the thing.
You should play that one. You should really play that one.
Yeah, for sure.
When I make my first million, I'll stop what I'm doing and play all those games that I wanna get back to. I gotta do that.
What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? All right.
Don't play games as a millionaire.
Yeah.
No, I have to. I listen, and then if I pick up the PS5, I'll feel good about it. Because I'm like,
but don't play games as a millionaire because you're gonna be a jerk.
Yeah.
For sure.
Please explain.
And Danny, let's be clear. He has a really nice Iron Man, and he just bought a Mac Mini to put his Iron Man on top of. He just doesn't want to play this.
No,
this doesn't have to be a millionaire, right? He's gonna
put his thing is about time. I get what you're saying, Mike. It's time.
Thank you.
I'm just saying if you become a billionaire, millionaire, whatever, and you're online playing against me in some online game, at some point you are 100% going to call me a damn broke boy. And there's nothing I can do about that. So you're gonna be an absolute jerk. I'm just gonna in the corner and be
I pride myself on the fact that I'm a jerk for free. So I'm shooting holes in your theory right now.
Well played.
Yeah.
That's the Incredible Hulk. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always a jerk.
Exactly.
I'm always a jerk.
So no spoilers. I was telling these guys right before that, because I know probably not everyone has seen Falcon and Winter Soldier. We don't want to be those people that are like spoiling things for folks. But I will say this: I rewatched Civil War recently, and man, Zemo's character was so much more menacing in Civil War. That's all I'll say.
So, okay, I didn't fully understand what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't get menacing from him, period. Like, I feel like in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, he's almost like it was almost like a buddy flick type thing.
Yeah. He's like comic relief, sort of like laughy, jokey guy. But yeah, Civil War, he was really menacing in Civil
There was
War.
more like pain to his character in Civil
War. Yeah, for sure. And it was like in Civil War, which I will spoil because you haven't seen that, it's years old. But in Civil War, one of the things that I really enjoyed was, he's saying at one point, he's explaining to someone, hey, you know what? I knew stronger men than me had tried to like defeat the Avengers, and I could never do it. I couldn't kill them, but if I could get them to kill themselves, and basically starting the war, and his whole thing with his interrogation of everybody, like mission report, whatever, blah blah blah, to find out the thing that he finds out that ends up causing that big fight at the end.
Yeah,
he just was really, really, like, the character was really, really, it had more depth, I think, in the movie.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think? So this is all hyperbole, right? Because nobody's committed to anything. How do you think the next Black Panther is going to play out? You think they're just going to make Shuri into the next Black Panther? I think they've already said they're not going to recast. So, any thoughts on that?
I think that's going to be a tough cookie to crack. I don't know.
Absolutely. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes on it. But in the comic book, she becomes Black Panther anyway. So, I can see him doing that.
I read something online that was, I think, just like fan fiction about who becomes the next Black Panther and how. And I gotta say, if that was the movie I got, I would not be upset. It was pretty interesting. Yeah, that'd be great.
I just want to make sure they don't do that. He had a baby mama out there somewhere, and they go and make the new king. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's not
do.
They're not gonna. Let's not do the Coming to America. You know what? Oh, a funny story. So my dad hated Superman Returns, and not for the campiness, but he's like, so Superman is a deadbeat dad.
Not only a deadbeat dad, but he's also hella stalker creepy, dude.
Yeah.
That was the thing I got from it.
Forget the kryptonite rock, being the villain in it. But my dad's like, so Superman didn't take care of his kid. He was just gone.
Yep.
The old school Christopher Reeve Superman, the dun 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 dun. All I can hear now is, I'm not paying child support, and you can't make me. He's a complete deadbeat dad.
I'm off world. Can't make me.
Yikes. Yikes.
I didn't even think about it from that standpoint.
Yeah, my dad, he was and he really loved the Christopher Reeve movie, so he was very excited to see that movie. And then when he sees that, he's like, so you mean to tell me?
I did like the Christopher Reeve movies until he gave away his powers and got his ass beat in a diner. Then I was like,
which one was that?
I was too.
Is that the one with the sun? Is that the one when he was facing the sun guy?
No, that's with Richard Pryor. No. I'm talking about two, where they had Zod and crew come on there, and the truck stop guy whoops his ass in front of everybody because he wanted to be with Lois. I was like, okay, I see what's happening now.
See, that's gonna be a perfect life lesson. You know, when I have my son, like, don't give up your power for a girl you hardly know. All right.
That's right.
My wife is in the next room probably watching this, so I'm gonna probably get beat up for saying this. Yeah, just wait till you get married and let her take all your power for free. So there you go. There you go.
Love you. I would never say that out loud.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
All of a sudden, you just see a hand come on, like.
I got married to give up all my power. I don't want to think all the time, man. It's a lot of work.
See, that's my power. I don't think at all. It's my secret power, Cap.
I want that.
I want to get back to ZBrush.
Did you figure out how you're gonna do his butt?
No.
I'm so.
But I'm gonna take a.
I held the beat really hard.
I mean, whatever you into, bro. I think for his butt and for his feet, I might do a quick sketch. Something.
Is your end result going to be Arnold for rendering?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me see if I go render cam. So this is his renderable camera, and he's got like a little turntable, even though all the pieces don't conform to it right now. And when I go to render him, I might get robot voice for a second. Yeah, so all these lights and everything are set up right now. Some of the other test renders with the environment turned on, and just sort of dropping them in and just starting to play with some ideas.
Cool.
So yeah, he'll be Arnold in the end.
So you think it might be better to like do an IK? Are you gonna IK that for a pose as well? Can IK work on something like that, or you just because it's mechanical, you're creating rotating points?
No, as long as the pivots are all aligned. So like this guy could technically be a series of IK, right? So he could go hip to knee to ankle, right? So that could be one. And then you can have IK on all of the pistons here where you have a point and a point. And then you could parent this IK to the knee, parent constrain it. So then when the knee rotates, this will start to pull from that segment there. But that's like, if I was going to really animate him, I would set all that up. Since he's just going to be in a single static pose, I'm probably just going to end up just parenting and doing the rotation.
Cool.
Same effect, but less work.
And Mike, what are you thinking? Are you what are you gonna render in this time around?
I want to get it into Toolbag. I'd like to get it into Toolbag. Yeah.
Nice.
Did you get that beauty render for Skeletor, or you just random time?
I'm still not happy with it. So I'm messing with that little by little. But I will get it at some point. But there's like a few little buzzies I got to get rid of.
Yeah, we also have our official ArtStation page that's up. It's not up, but you can find us on ArtStation very soon. ArtStation very soon. You'll start to see our footprint there. So stay tuned for that.
And so yeah, the space is up though, so you can still go there and
follow our space. Yeah.
Follow for now. Yeah. Promise we won't leave you high and dry forever.
When you said that, Danny, you know what I thought of?
What?
Public Enemy. Follow for now. Hell, what the people say.
There you go. Exactly.
I gotta Google that. 1 second.
Oh, stop it.
What is this rap music of which you speak?
So
Or-
if you're in the chat, it's been pretty quiet today, but I see that we have quite a few people watching us. Just what are you working on? Tell the guys hi. Who's out there?
Is anyone out there?
Is anyone out there?
You got sci-fi stuff coming out?
The that one I sent you guys with Star-Lord. What is it? Tomorrow War?
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. That's not.
Yeah.
Wait, that's June something, right?
I'm not sure when. I think sometime soon.
Yeah.
But and it's on what, Amazon?
Yes, sir.
That looks good.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till it's really bright outside tomorrow, like probably around 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna watch the first Quiet Place, so I can then watch part 2.
Ooh, you just reminded me. T-Mobile had a thing this week where I got a ticket for part 2 for mad cheap, like $4. So my and I think I get to use it for another month or so. I'm almost at my full immunity or whatever. I think I have like another week left.
Okay.
Nice.
I might go check that out. I'm not gonna
Like,
lie.
is
I
it
got
like
very-
okay? Is it scary? Like, is it scary or suspenseful? You know what I thought was a scary,
yes.
like a scary movie, but it wasn't. That movie with Sandra Bullock on Netflix. When she's like, covering her eyes.
Bird Box.
Yeah.
Bird Box.
Bird
Yeah.
face.
I watched that
Yeah.
like probably like a year after that movie came out. That movie was more suspenseful than scary, and I thought that Bird Box was a pretty good movie.
So that's
You'll like
what
A Quiet Place.
is.
Yeah, you'll like A Quiet Place. They just swap senses, right? One's seeing and one's, sound, right? So
100%. That is exactly.
But you never actually saw anything scary in Bird Box.
Yeah, that was a bummer to me. But yeah, no, you get to see them. It's a good creature design. So apparently you get to see them more in this new one. But yeah.
You know what I liked I liked the movie Signs, don't judge me, until they showed the monster.
Yeah.
And also I have a good friend of mine, really amazing artist. His name is Chad Hamlet. He ruined that movie for me too, because he was just like the part at the birthday party where you see the guy go across the screen. I always thought that was terrifying. And he was like, I just busted out laughing because I thought it looked like the Grinch. And now every time I see that, I cannot not see the Grinch. So Chad ruined that for me. But I liked it until he showed what he really looked like.
Yeah, it was very odd. Like, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I was more angry at the fact that Mel Gibson let his daughter get away with like having 1.5 billion like full glasses of water all over the house. I'm like, what the hell?
That was
like,
swing away, Mary. Swing away.
Dude, I would get my ass whooped if I did some madness like that.
So what's cool, what I love about our community, I know that like even though everyone's not chatting, I know that they're watching. We like to recreate the studio vibe and just like talk, and I know that you guys are working. That's why I was asked what you're working on. So one of our viewers was like, I'm working on Jill Valentine for Resident Evil and ZBrush.
Nice.
Hey, just let us know if there's, as you're working on your projects, if there's something that you want to even ask how to do or approach on your own work. Ask the guys that they're here. We want to help you out just as much as we want to show you what we're working on as well. So ask your questions, and if you have any ideas or something that you are trying to go towards, just let us know. We have another one. Still figuring out workflow in ZBrush and Cinema 4D. So Cinema 4D that's a renderer, right? Is that kind of like
No, it's full 3D
is that
package.
Is a 3D package?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Maya. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I got a friend named Thomas who does like really ill shoe design for who's he do it for? Oh crap. I don't know. I can't remember what it is. I'll figure it out. I'll show you the things, man. It's dope. It's all C4D stuff.
Nice. Show where I'm stealing from.
Oh man. Cinema 4D got those Maya prices.
You mean student?
Mm-mm. You're funny.
Wow, so I did not want to be cold in my office today.
Uh-huh.
So I boosted up the air, and I am like low-key freezing right now.
If you attach your thermostat to a Google Nest, you could just tell it to stop.
Here we go. I left a perfectly good Nest at the house. I'm done with Nest. I'm not going back.
What?
Yeah. That's a long story. I'll tell you off the books.
Let me just say, the little side door to my office over here just opened up, and after I was talking crap about my wife a minute ago, I got scared, people.
You got those chills?
Oh man, I was like ready to apologize on camera. Like, oh baby, I'm just kidding.
And it looks like this would make a really cool like creature box draw over too.
I gotta think that those guys must have been influenced a little bit by this game.
Creature box?
You know? Yeah.
I don't know, man. They're so dope. It's like I have all their little time lapses and stuff because I bought their like big book that had a bunch of them, and man, seeing those guys' work, like I would see the work in progress, and I would always think, all right, it's done. They can't do more to it. Don't overwork it. And then they'd keep going, and it would look even better and better and better. And I'm just like, jeez.
That's crazy. That's very hard to do.
They are incredible. Like, yeah, and it never got to the point where, at least to my eye, where it looked super overworked or anything like that. It just looked cool all the time. So
I love their work, man. I wish they did.
Me too. Yeah, me too. I don't know anything about that or them, but I like that I'm seeing content still. So the Lost Bear stuff, I've seen a lot of, and then I've seen the other artists. I'm not sure which one is Dave and which one is Greg, but I've seen the other artists as well, sort of posting stuff. So I'm with it.
I like to make up scenarios in my head. Little fun fact about me. And I want to say that they broke up kind of the same way that these rappers and rock and roll stars do. They get too big, and they feel like one is carrying the other one. So just completely fictional story that I made up in my head, but I like that.
Okay, whatever you're into.
It's all about the money. And maybe one of them had a girlfriend that just kept coming in and trying to give notes and
she was the Yoko.
She was the Yoko of the group of Creature Box. She was the Creature Box Yoko.
Yoko Box.
So we got a question, and maybe Mike, you might be able, because I know you have something in the vault that you like to illustrate when it comes to this. You can probably get some advice. And the question is, I've been using ZBrush for almost a year now, and I feel like I'm not getting any better. Any advice on how to get better?
Yes, absolutely. I think that your you're flexing your mental muscles, right, with this one. So it's kind of like when you start working out and you are putting in the work and you don't see the change. Like you're like, man, I'm doing this every day, drinking water, I'm lifting weights, I'm not seeing a change. But the people around you are looking at you and like, oh man, this dude is like starting to get a little fit. So it's hard for you to see how you progress. And so and I think just you stick with the plan, keep doing it, keep learning, and continue to get your 10,000 hours in, and you don't have any choice but to get better. So that's the way I see it. Danny, what would you say?
So I know for me, one thing I would say is how you practice is important. So like I used to be in charge of a group online a long time ago called Lunch Crunch, and like we basically would do these 1 hour studies for that like 10,000 hour idea or whatever. And years later, I was exposed to the idea of focus practice, which still fits in with the idea of doing quick practice, like a lunch sketch or whatever. And I think the focus practice idea, where so if you say, hey, I'm no good at hands. All right, cool. Well, commit to doing a hand in 1 hour to the best that you can, and then just leave it alone. And it's not meant to go in your portfolio. It's not meant whatever, but you're time boxing that hour. And if you say, okay, I'm going to do 5 of those in a week, and you spend an hour every weekday doing that, then you got 5 hands, and you got the mileage of doing 5 hands. And eventually your 5th one or your 10th one or your 20th one, you look at that next to your first one, and it'll look like 2 different people did it. So Mike's right, like keep doing your practice, but then give yourself specific, like achievable goals for your practice work too.
Great advice. Great advice.
Like that one, Brad?
I was
You
gonna say,
know,
I was getting into that song.
usually, you know, when it gets to like wushu, I'm like, I need to put something on. I get sleepy.
Wow. Felt like I was about to level up, dude.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll do better.
Keep saying that.
You can just tell us you hate the jizz. It's okay.
So one thing I do tell myself, as someone who's developing as an artist myself, when you're around great guys like Danny and Mike all the time, it can be intimidating. But my view is that like I take the I will approach, and I know that everyone has a like time. I can never or could never compete with the time that was put in, but I will get to my peak if I just keep going and not stopping. And I think a lot of times as artists, or especially when you get into it, you see a lot of great you see a lot of great artists that have created a lot of work, but you have to respect the process, and their process, they put in a lot of time, and it's going to take time to get there. And you have to like believe that what you're doing you will like, if you keep going, it will happen.
Mm-hmm.
So you just can't stop. So you have to be confident enough to know that it will happen. You just have to understand that like you have to put just as much time to get there.
Yeah, you can't be afraid to fail either. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I think that if you don't do bad stuff and learn from it, then you're not going to progress.
Can't have the good without the bad, right?
Absolutely.
If everything you do seems like a home run, you're either a genius, you're not evaluating your stuff correctly, or you got lucky, right? So I don't know if that's true for a lot of people, that everything you do is a home run.
You said that nicer than I would have said it, actually.
I've been listening to that Seth Godin dude more.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
We got
him
another
on.
question from
my
Ram.
face.
Oh, I love it.
Do you guys still break out your real airbrushes and do work, or just digital now?
Oh, dude, don't listen. I just got a new compressor.
Nice.
I didn't break out. And when you say old airbrushes, I showed my airbrushes and I got blazed on Instagram. Like, they still make those? I was like, listen, man.
Wow.
I've got an Iwata HPC and another Iwata, and I love those brushes. Kept them clean. They look clean, son. I use them to paint my Hulk and all these other guys. I use it actually for this.
No Pache for you. You are a water guy.
I am an Iwata guy. Yeah. So like I used it to get all the detail on her.
Just when I thought you were cool.
Oh,
no,
Mike,
yeah.
can you show it again? I just got the solo working. It was freezing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I used it on this girl right here.
Oh,
I'm gonna
cool.
get big screen.
Nice. Cutting up that frisket.
Yes, sir. Well, not for this one, but yeah. A little bit of dry brushing.
Nice.
Wash. Think about it.
Ram said best airbrushes, and MJ Scopes just joined. He's like, Iwata till I die.
Nice.
I remember, like, what is it? Maybe about a year ago, Danny, you went on this thing where you were drawing on napkins and stuff and posting it on Facebook.
Oh, that was a long time ago. Yeah, that was years ago. Literally, when it might have showed up as like this is your memory or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to go to this place outside of DreamWorks called Golden Road, and we would sit there and drink beers and draw on napkins. Yeah.
Pieces of art is a napkin sketch.
So Danny, you go through this process as you start to like work out what an object is going to be or asset's going to be.
Sometimes, just trying to get ideas and look at some reference, and then try to see what bits of, like, I like, for example, this big plate over here, and just the way that it's like got little insets and all this stuff in it. And I like the negative space between the little bits of the barrel there, and then how it's like it looks pretty dangerous and then a little fragile and then pretty dangerous again, like the way it's pressed up. So I'm like trying to like remind myself, hey, steal some of those ideas. Just trying to figure out how I'm gonna like make the real gun. The hard surface stuff is always like more difficult for me, because it's just not what I do naturally. But one thing I learned working on Destiny 2 was like, when you think about the manufacturing of something and the fragility of something, or fragility, of something, the manufacturing has to be consistent, right? If one part looks like it was made by a machine, typically the whole thing looks like it should be made by similar types of technology, similar types of machines, and then how fragile a piece is. So like even though this thing looks big and beefy, you just get the feeling like this older sort of model up here is made out of heavier stuff. I feel like this is like composite fibers. Like I'd be able to maybe lift this up like the Heavy from Team Fortress, but I feel like there's no way this is coming off the ground, right? Like that's got to get mounted onto something. So it's like trying to figure out how to. That's why I'm leaning more towards this design, even though there's elements in here I like. The cylinders laid out like this feels really heavy, and I like some of the spaces between things here. So just trying to think about how to get that here. So
cool. Let's check you out, Mike. How's it coming along? What do you think?
Getting there. It's getting there. Chill night. Listen, this is a nice little break from the way the week has been going too. So I needed this.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I find myself looking forward to these streams.
Yep.
More for the fact that I get to hang out with you and with with all the other regulars and new folks that are in here asking questions. It's one of those things that I kind of missed from working at home. That whole studio environment vibe.
Yeah. It's weird. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, when you were talking about, going out with the crew and doing the little napkin sketches while you guys were out, drinking and hanging out, like that's the one thing that I kind of miss about being at those kind of things.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's weird because like in some ways, so like I have friends that work at different studios than I do, and I find that during the day while I'm working, I'll talk to those people on the phone, or I'll end up in a video call with those people or whatever. I have like a little iPad set up next to me or whatever, and I end up in a call with these people, and they're working too, and I'm working just like we're doing right now. You know what I mean? And we're all being efficient, getting things done. But then I wouldn't be able to talk to them if we were both on site at our different day-to-days. So it's like it's sort of strange how in some ways it opens up communication, but I agree, the face-to-face, like it's getting a little old not having it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say all that. I've kind of become that hermity type of dude, only because I've been freelancing since 2003. But I do. Perfect example, right? When Star Wars came out, the new Star Wars films. I say new, the crappy ones, the Hayden Christensen joints.
Pretty much all of them except for the first two. Keep going.
Trek for life. I was going to say that out loud, but yeah, when those came out, I remember I was working at Echo, and Mark just decided he was going to close up shop. Everybody was getting off. He went out and had his assistant buy the entire office tickets, and we just treated it like a holiday. We came to work, we worked for a few hours, and then around lunchtime, we ended up going and grabbing something to eat, and we were watching Star Wars that day. So, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw yesterday, I think it was, and knock on wood, I hope this holds. And it's sad whenever anybody passes away, right? No matter what. But yesterday in New York City, which you think back to March last year, it was pretty sad times, right? Like hundreds of people, and at different times, dozens of people. I think they had one person pass away from COVID yesterday. So that was huge.
Yeah. feel like we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Hopefully.
But it's crazy though, right? Because that's here, and then in Japan, it's worse than it's ever been. So.
And India, India.
Yeah.
I mean, India's. I think the rural areas in India, it's really wreaking havoc now. But at least the cities are starting to see some flattening. But man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy times we're living in, people. Crazy times.
You know.
Oh, you went out again, Brad.
Everyone got a chance to get to know their. The music went out. Can you hear me?
No, yeah, we can hear you now. Sorry. Yeah, you're back.
Okay, I was gonna say, like the best thing, like being able to spend more time with the family. You know, I think you know this actually like help people check what's important. Right?
Absolutely.
You know, I think my daughter might like me more than my wife now. Who knows?
Well, I've heard the way you speak to your wife, so I can see that.
You better fix that. You better fix that.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just, I don't think it's that. I just think, you know, adults are better judges of character. That's all that is. So there you go.
Nice.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. I only talk to my wife how Danny taught me. So
nice. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Right. These are all jokes, everyone, just so you know that.
Yeah. Pretty much we are all very respectful and loving of all of the people in our lives.
Danny, you ever met anyone that only communicates through thumbs ups? This is a horrible person. I think horrible people communicate only through like sign language.
It could be worse. It could be. Wait, so Helen Keller was on her? No,
over text. Like you can't use sign language in text. It just doesn't make any sense.
It could be worse. They can send you a thumb. They can send you a thumbs down.
Oh,
I don't think they know how. I don't think they know how though.
No, they know how. This hypothetical person knows.
This sounds really personal. What are you talking about? This sounds really personal.
No, MJ. No. Thanks for putting me on blast. So MJ goes. So Bradley's getting up at 5 a.m. to make his wife coffee too.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
MJ, if I wake up at 5 a.m. to get my wife coffee, she's gonna think something's wrong because she's asleep. All right. But I'm gonna do that. On Monday morning. I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. It's like, babe, wake up, drink this coffee. I know you gotta be up in 2 hours.
Can you take a video of that and send it?
I will mark it.
This coffee is cold. I made it 2 hours ago.
No. I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. I'm gonna give her that coffee. Thanks, MJ. That's a brilliant idea. I'm gonna do it.
Do you remember the Atlanta episode with Cat Williams?
Yeah.
When the cops say that they're gonna shoot his alligator, he just goes up to the fence. He's like, "I wanna see it." That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to see it. I want to see that video.
And I'm gonna have the Folgers theme song playing in the background when I'm giving it to her too.
Yeah. Okay.
Make coffee.
Talking about talking tough on the internet, man. Oof. This is something.
That's the only way to do it.
YouTube thugging it.
I'm the greatest keyboard thug ever, man. Dude, they don't want to see my caps.
Yikes.
Mike, you're making some quick progress tonight.
It's all block in, man. It's all block in. Thank you. Take that.
See, you can't take a man. Where's my thumbs down?
Nice. Just to give context, I'm really busy this week, you guys. Apparently, I did not give Bradley the response he wanted on something. We won't talk anymore about it, but he decided to bring it to the public, take it out of the house.
I didn't even say no names. I didn't even say no names. You feel guilty?
Just decided to air that dirty laundry right on out in front of the Stylus League family here.
Feel guilty?
Better about yourself. That's the question.
MJ says the only thing worse than thumbs down is saying ditto.
MJ, I love you. You just get a fat ditto back. It's horrible.
Ditto.
Horrible.
I lost, Danny.
Say what now? What'd you say? The next
The
loss?
music stopped?
No.
Yeah, they lost.
Boo.
94 to 105. You know that they just need to get a win. That's pretty close. They're gonna make some adjustments. They need a win.
Here's what I think.
I know.
You know, Atlanta did. No. Atlanta did what they were supposed to do. They came in and they took one away and got home court, whatever. And I hope that we can get it back. You know, look at that. I said we.
Yeah,
That's crazy. They got me believing. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're really doomed.
you know, Derrick Rose is also a great story on adversity, and if you keep at something and that you're really passionate about, that game he had, it almost brought a tear to my eye.
I mean, also too, he's I think one of the people that, like how we were talking about earlier, like how do you get better and all that.
Yeah.
You know, look at like what happened with his career. If you're familiar with basketball at all, he was a guy that was like really fearless, going in and sacrificing his body, and it caught up with him. But he changed his game, and he was able to, you know, able to persevere. So yeah, change is possible. Just be smart. Don't be a crash test dummy all the time.
Oh wow, the Brooklyn game is really close too. 97 and 105. Boston's up.
How much time left?
7 minutes in the fourth.
Oh, it's over. Boston's gonna lose. I don't know who's stopping Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn's got to stop Brooklyn. Somebody's got to get hurt or something. But I don't know who else is going to stop them. It'll be interesting.
I want them to lose. I just want hate. All right.
I mean, you woke up and chose violence. It's all good.
It chose me.
Ah, nice.
Chose me. I love when my wife's like, "You just love to fight." So? Aren't you supposed to give me what I love?
Yikes. Really going in with the
Deep tonight.
YouTube thugging.
You know.
She gonna kill you. That's what I know.
Death is only the beginning, right?
Okay. It's gonna be like the beginning of that butt whipping.
Mike, you got extra room in there?
Yeah. You don't want to be where I'm at. You better keep her happy, son.
Wait, so Mike kicked you out of his house? Why? He caught me hugging his Iron Man in the middle of the night.
Yeah, in
Like,
the middle of the night.
Yeah, exactly.
What were you doing? I was turning the lights on and off.
I saw you taking pictures of Iron Man. I appreciate that.
So, Mike, are you eyeing another statue? Is there one that you like slow peeking that you might have to get your hands on?
No, I'm done. So in fact, I'm so done that I canceled my pre-order on. I was gonna get those vinyl Gorillas figures because they look really dope. From the band the Gorillas. Have you seen those?
No.
They're dope. They're like 1/6 scale, but you know how they always kind of made them look like cartoon characters on the album covers.
mhm.
They sculpted those and they look awesome. So I almost picked those up. I pre-ordered and I canceled the pre-order because I'm like, I'm bugging. I got 2 kids like college now. What the hell am I doing? I need to print mine. I'll tell you what I need to do is when I'm done with these cards and when I'm done with the Anti-Venom, I'm going to actually set up this Anycubic and print this Lion-O, I think.
I think that's a great idea. Not bad for, a 3-week project.
Not at all. You weren't kidding. I mean, like, I think that you were, trying to be a little tongue in cheek about it, but that would not have been done had it not been Stylus. I would have gotten probably a good 3/4 of the way through it and been like, okay, now this is going to the island of misfit toys.
Hey, Mike.
Sure. Oh, come on, son. Oh, Danny gonna rub it in.
No, these are the old original ones.
I know.
I believe if I'm not mistaken, my buddy Bear might have sculpted those. And he had them on his desk one day at work. And I was like, man, these are so dope. I should pick these up. And he just gave them to me. And I was like, dude, I don't want these. He's like, I don't really want them anymore. I was like, you sure? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, you got to tell me twice.
Shout out to your friend. I love those.
Yeah.
I always love the artwork on the albums, and and they're just a dope band too. You know what I mean?
Jamie Hewlett. Yeah,
Bear just said, no, I did not.
Oh, never mind then. Oh no, wait. I do have something that he did sculpt over there though. You did sculpt the Pineapple Girl, right, Bear? And you did give me these, right? I'm not just giving you fair. I'm not just giving you credit.
Did you steal it?
I definitely didn't steal them. You know what I did steal from Bear that I actually still have? A pair of sunglasses. I stole a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses from Bear, where I just took them like on a joke one day, like just I'm taking these. And then it was a joke the whole time that we worked together, like I'm not giving you back your sunglasses. And at one point, I think he just stopped caring. He's like, whatever. And I still have them.
That he was the one that gave them to you. He said yes.
Yes. And he did sculpt this awesome pineapple woman I have like behind me on the bookshelf.
He said he doesn't remember you taking the sunglasses.
There's a pair of like brown, old school, like big 70s looking Ray-Ban sunglasses, and you left them in my car, is what it was, and I just kept telling you that I was going to keep them. And at one point, you just stopped asking for them back, and they just became mine. So I thank you for that. All jokes aside, man, I joke around a lot, but I will say this about Bear. He and I are both really good friends with a guy named Charles. That's it. That's all I got.
He said, "Oh snap!" That's right. He forgot about those.
Yep.
We may not have any basketball fans in the chat. If you are, let us know. But Danny, I think after the Clippers get swept, they're gonna have to break that up over there.
We'll see. We will see.
You know they're not gonna get rid of Paul George. He just signed that really extensive ass contract.
I mean, it depends, right? Because there might be another team that has an interest in signing PG, like depending on their makeup. So
yeah,
I think they'd be silly to get rid of Kawhi.
Luka's a problem.
Yeah, a fact.
We got a question in. Have you guys seen Army of the Dead yet?
Not yet.
I did. It was a great movie.
What you think? Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
I've heard mixed reviews.
I like it. If you're not like a huge, it's a Zack Snyder movie. And I like Batista. I think Batista's okay. Acting wise, all right. Do you think Batista is a better actor than what's his face? Oh, I had a brain fart.
Diesel?
No. He's playing Black Adam.
What if I had it?
The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock. You think Batista's a better actor than The Rock? I didn't hear you, Mike. You cut out. No? I think Batista's a better actor than The Rock.
I think there's a reason why The Rock is the highest paid actor in the world.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the highest paid actor in the world one time, and he wasn't a great actor.
First of all, we can't be friends anymore.
And, he wasn't.
Second of
He
all,
was not a great actor.
How dare you? How dare you?
He was not a great actor.
Listen, man, who else could pull off a flawless?
Literally anyone from Austria trying to speak English.
He was not a great actor.
Get to the chopper! Oh, speaking of which, did you see that they're remaking Terminator? And who did I say they
always remake Terminator?
No. But they penciled in not Predator. Sorry, Predator. And I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I want to say that they're talking about The Rock being taking on the Arnold role. So it's like full circle.
That's crazy.
Listen, say what you will. That second Predator with Danny Glover, one of the best action movies.
That's my favorite one. That is.
I will fight you both. Listen, here's the thing. I worked with a buddy, Chris. My buddy Chris. We argued about that movie for years. He was like, "I love that movie," and I was like, "I cannot take that movie serious." this thing, a smaller version of this thing with access to less technology because he didn't have the ship and all that stuff, couldn't fight Arnold, but Danny Glover fought him off in wool pants. He wore wool pants that whole damn movie. No.
Wait.
She's heat. What's the man wool pants? Get out of here. Nah.
Danny, listen, you're so upset your microphone is messing up. Would you say?
Yeah, like he's going back at you because you're moving too far and you're getting too high pitched, so it's breaking
Whole
up.
thing got distorted. You were so upset over that, dude.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't like that movie, and now I don't like you guys. There you go.
I, in honor of that silliness you just said, I'm gonna watch Predator 2 after I get out of here tonight.
That'd be awesome.
Listen,
Predator 2 was better than Predator 1, I think, personally.
Oh man, this is blasphemy.
Predator 1 was dope. Listen, man, Predator 1 was dope, but Predator 2 in the city, what?
Better.
I hope Chris Wright never sees this because I am toast if he sees this. I am toast. You can't fight the Predator in wool pants. That's what I'm telling you.
I don't know how he was fighting that hot ass weather in wool pants, dude. It was like everybody was sweating like a pig.
This thing sees heat. Like, you know what? Whoever was the costume designer on that, you know, like, what were you thinking? Because this thing sees heat, and you put this man in literally the hottest damn pants you can get. So
he wanted him to find him. All right, it's better if he finds him than to find him and chase him around the city. All right.
He was literally the first. I want all the smoke. that was he was the first guy.
All right, listen. I'm gonna unify the league again. Let's just all agree that the one with Adrian Brody and Lawrence Fishburne was the worst Predator.
I disagree. I think it's better than Predator 2.
Oh, wait, what?
I think that one's.
See, man.
Listen, dude.
That one's better than Predator 2.
We don't disagree on a lot, but what you just said right there was some bullshit.
It was definitely on some real horse maneuver.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't think I've seen the Adrian Brody one.
You watch the Adrian Brody when you come back. If you still say that,
it's the Crystal Skull of Predator movies.
Oh my gosh!
MJ said Jean-Claude Van Damme was in the Predator suit in the first movie. He thinks.
He was in the beginning, and then they replaced him with that tall dude that passed away, right?
Wait, was he?
Yeah, he was the first, but like before they got the actual Predator design, like you should look it up. It looks crazy. His thing looked super crazy.
Dude, that's bananas. I know that.
Now I'm gonna watch Double Team.
What's the one where Jean-Claude Van Damme dances in the bar? Because that's clear.
When he's drunk?
Yeah, that's.
Oh no! Did you ever see him in the back of Breaking?
No way.
Yes, he was in Breaking. Yep, he was in the back.
Listen, are you for real?
Yep, he was.
I'm about to. Let me find this real quick. Sorry, I'm gonna stop the art for a second. This is important.
That would have to be what's good for this episode.
This is what's great forever.
For those who don't know, Breakin' was a movie about breakdancing, and yep, there he is. Wait.
So watch. He's wearing the like the spandex onesie.
He's right there. He was right there. He was in the back. Yeah. There he is, right there.
That's
him.
You
guys don't know. That's Turbo Enzo.
It's 100% him. Yeah.
Oh.
Straight up shucky ducky, and he got his legs bent. And yeah, it's bananas.
Dude,
it's bananas.
Crazy.
It's bananas. They have a couple of like ones where it's like almost a close up on him. It's like the section he's in, and that's somebody has that as a 10-hour loop on YouTube. Just that one section of him going like, and then going back and forth. It's amazing. It's great.
I'm telling you, the scene, I don't remember which movie it was, but he was dancing in a bar, and that was like the most cringe-worthy dancing of all time. And this comes from a person who cannot dance at all. So
I think it was Kickboxer.
was it Kickboxer?
Yeah, I think Bear's right. It was Kickboxer.
Oh, if there's a dude with muscles dancing in a movie, Bear's gonna be able to tell you what movie it is, 1000%. So if he said it, it's real.
That's not the
That's
one
cool.
where he.
Those my kind of people. We should link up.
That's
Bear.
not. That's not the one where he dips his hands into glue and then puts them in glass and they fight. Is it? Is that the one?
Oh man, that
one was great.
That was Kickboxer, right?
That was Kickboxer.
Yeah.
That was dope.
With Bolo in it, yeah.
Yeah, that movie was.
R.I.P. Bolo.
No, Bolo was Bloodsport.
Then that's the one he dips his hand in the glass. Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but Kickboxer and Bloodsport, they're all the same.
Nah, Kickboxer was the one where he fought Tiger Tong Po. I remember that because I remember just thinking like, yo, this dude looks crazy.
Bear said very true. I have a comment. All of Van's joints knock and fun animation reference to use. So I guess he's saying it's good animation reference Van Damme movies.
Yeah, listen. You know, they're better than Seagal movies. I'll tell you that.
Oh boy. Yeah, how about that?
Although I remember, so as a kid, shout out to the Prospect
Yeah, we're
Avenue
gonna look that up. I'm not sure.
movie theater in the Bronx. Shout out to that place. I snuck in to see Above the Law like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Seagal, man, that whole fighting style, I knew it was a thing, but I was like, this is like crazy. I can't get behind this fighting style.
It looks so. Yeah, he's just
down.
Well, he's tapping dudes. He's continuously tapping dudes into clotheslines, right? Because he's like clothesline, clothesline.
It's crazy.
Greatest slap boxer ever.
He'd just come over and be like, and the guy would just fall over, like paralyzed. Yeah. Like, nope. The laziest martial arts ever.
The weirdest thing ever, though, is I've started to get these like things in my YouTube suggestions out of nowhere for this competitive slapping league.
Oh wait.
Listen.
You gotta send me that. You gotta when we get off. I got to get that. I got to get that.
I'm gonna send you some business. And if you have never seen Crime Faces, you should look up Crime Faces. Crime Faces is a dude that does commentary, New York style commentary to videos like that of people in conflict. Yeah. It is if you're into that sort of thing, it's a very good time.
All right, pencils down, guys. Pencils down, and we're gonna go through each one. Okay. I know,
this flew. Night flew.
Pencils down. So, Danny, let us know what you're gonna work on for the next stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and solidify this guy's design this week. So get the butt figured out, get the exact design for the panels back here figured out, get the feet in there, and get the guns all done. I may end up doing sort of belt fed something, like maybe there'll be a little pack or something back here. I'm not sure yet. And then on the design side from Photoshop, just trying to like figure out what's working so far. All of the hard surface stuff should have basically air in there, right? So that's going to be the thing that I try to think about to unify some different parts of it. So that's where I'm at.
All right, cool. Mike?
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to finish up this suit of armor and start to get some of the other characters in here. I think I'll use the Misty Knight base to get the princess and start to lay out the pose and just get it a little more ready to go. So on week 3, I'm not kind of behind the 8 ball.
So awesome. So also Mike said that anyone who buys the Anti-Venom to tonight, maybe he might extend it to tomorrow. If a day purchase tomorrow would also get the poster, right?
That's right. Yeah, they get the digital artwork of Anti-Venom. So
awesome.
Yeah, that is that's not done yet. But you'll have the video, and while you're watching the video, I'll be painting the Anti-Venom, and I will lace you up. I'm also going to, anyone who's pre-ordered up to now, and I guess tonight, because I haven't done it yet, I'm going to try to list them in the credits of the thing, just like a nice little Patreon style thank you to everyone who's given me some early support.
Awesome. So
nice.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. And please like and subscribe and share our content. The more you guys share, the larger we grow. So have a good night, everyone.
Good night. Distract, you're right.